हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, मैं आप सभी का स्वागत करता हूं एक और क्लास एरोडोप्सिस थेलियाना के बारे में। अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं एरोडोप्सिस थेलियाना के थोड़े से रिवीजन के बारे में। तो अगर हम रिवीजन क्लास को देखते हैं जिसमें हम एरोडोप्सिस थेलियाना के बारे में स्टडी करने वाले हैं, दैट व्हाट इज दिस एरोडोप्सिस थेलियाना एंड हाउ डज एरोडोप्सिस थेलियाना एक्ट, देन यू कैन फाइंड द ग्रुप ऑफ रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स ऑफ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट which develops the fruit and the seeds in the case of angiosperm is called as a flower। देखिए, किसी भी एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट का जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, जो उसके रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, वो उसका फ्लावर है। नाउ दिस फ्लावर कंसिस्ट ऑफ द फोर वर्ल्स, sap, calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium, which is also referred to as sepal, petal, stamen, and carpel. Okay, the flower is a modified leaf which is present on a stalk-like structure called as pedicel. So, flower itself is a modified leaf and it is present in a stalk-like structure which is commonly referred to as the pedicel. This pedicel over which flower is present also has certain leaf-like structures from which the floral meristem leads to the formation of flower. फ्लावर का डेवलपमेंट फ्लोरल मेरिस्टम के द्वारा होता है, जो ब्रैक्ट के अंदर से बाहर निकलती है और एक स्टॉक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर बनाती है जिसे हम पेडिसिल कहते हैं। The swollen apex portion of the pedicel is referred to as the thalamus. This thalamus then give rise to the entire flower. Now, if you look at the components of this flower, you can find the sepals, the greenish component, the greenish leaf-like structure, the petals, the most beautiful component of the flower that is used to attract the insect towards the flower. The third is referred to as the stamen, which is referred to as the male reproductive organ of the flower. It consists of the filament as well as the anther. The anther is also referred to as the microsporophyll because it contains microspores, those which will mature in the form of pollen grains. ये आगे चल के pollen grains के अंदर modify होंगे, pollen grains के अंदर mature होंगे. Then the central portion, the innermost world, which is also referred to as pistil, also referred to as carpel, which is also called as gynoecium, consists of the three components: stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma part, which causes the pollen grains to be stuck to itself so that the pollen tube can penetrate through the style into the ovary and causes the act of fertilization to take place. And combinedly, all the three organs are referred to as pistil. So basically, these are the four whorls which are present in the flower. Now, the first and the second whorl, that is the calyx or the corolla or the sepal and the petals, are referred to as accessory whorls, as these are not essentially required for the act of reproduction. देखिए, पहली दोनों वर्ल्ड्स का कोई यूज ही नहीं है रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए, इसलिए वो एसेसरी वर्ल्ड्स हैं। जबकि थर्ड और फोर्थ वर्ल्ड, दैट इज रेफर्ड टू एज द स्टेमिन एंड कार्पेल, आर essentially required for the act of reproduction in the case of angiosperms. Okay, so that is why these are referred to as the essential worlds. तो इन्हें हम essential world कहते हैं। आपने एक कॉन्सेप्ट भी सुना होगा फ्लावर के बारे में, अ कंप्लीट फ्लावर एंड एन इनकम्प्लीट फ्लावर। If the accessory whorls are absent, then also the flower will be referred to as an incomplete flower. Okay, only when all the four whorls are present, then only the flower is referred to as a complete flower. So let us move forward and look here that what is this complete flower and how does the formation of this complete flower takes place in the plant body. You can find the following things. देखिए, flower get modified into several different types of structure. If accessory whorls are absent, the flower is referred to as naked flower. This is an incomplete flower. This is also referred to as aclimitis flower. If both flowers whorls are present, then it is referred to as diclimitis flower, else referred to as monoclimitis flower. That is a single whorl flower. Okay, if both whorls are there, then it is referred to as diclimitis. That means essential as well as the non-essential whorls are present, then it is called as diclimitis flower, else it is referred to as monoclimitis flower. In some flowers, calyx and corolla are present, but these calyx and corolla are not differentiated from each other, and that is why it is called as perianth. कई flowers के अंदर ये जो calyx और corolla है, यानी कि सेपल और पेटल जो है, ये एक जैसी होती है बिल्कुल, they are exactly same to each other. Then in such type of conditions we use the term perianth, and each individual sepal or petal will be referred to as tapetum. See this, it is would be referred to as tepals. Okay, the plant with bisexual flower or having both male or female flowers is referred to as monoecious plant. The same plant having both the different types of flower is referred to as monoecious, while a plant having only a single type of flower is referred to as dioecious. Similarly, if you take a plane and you try to divide the flower into different parts, अगर आप एक plane से एक स्केल से एक फ्लावर को कट करें, हाइपोथेटिकल डिवीजन करें एक फ्लावर का, अगर आप उसे दो इक्वल पार्ट में डिवाइड कर पा रहे हैं, then the flower is said to be zygomorphic. If you can divide by a particular plane a flower into two different equal parts, then it is referred to as zygomorphic. While if the flower can be divided by one plane into more than two equal halves, then it is referred to as the actinomorphic flower. Okay, this is all the basic about flowers. Now what we will have to look at is a model, is a genetic model to understand the process of floral development. अभी हमें एक जेनेटिक मॉडल पूरा देखना है जो फ्लोरल डेवलपमेंट को हमें समझाएगा, हमें बताएगा कि फ्लोरल डेवलपमेंट कैसे होता है. Now that genetic model is commonly referred to as ABC model of flower development. So what is this ABC model of flower development that we would be looking forward? Okay, the ABC model of flower development is based on the hypothesis that different organ identity genes either acted alone or in combination with other genes in order to form all the four floral whorls. The hypothesis says that each and every component of the flower is being encoded by organ identity genes. These organ identity genes either works individually or always works in combination with the other genes, and when they work in combination with the other genes, these will lead to the formation of all the flower whorls. हिंदी में समझे, देखिए कोई भी फ्लावर का पार्ट, चाहे सेपल हो, पेटल हो, एंड्रूशियम हो या गाइनोशियम हो, वो बनता तो जीन्स के एक्सप्रेशन से ही है. तो ये जो जीन्स की एक्सप्रेस्ड प्रोटीन्स होती हैं या जीन्स के द्वारा इनकोडेड प्रोटीन्स होती हैं, वो ही इन फ्लावर के कंपोनेंट्स को बनाती हैं. और ये फ्लावर के कंपोनेंट्स जब बन जाते हैं तो ये आपस में इंटरेक्ट करते हैं और ये एक पूरे फ्लावर को बना देते हैं. दिस इज हाउ द फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट मस्ट हैव टेकन प्लेस. And such type of model, which is based upon the hypothesis that three different category of genes interact with each other to form the flower, is referred to as ABC model for flower development. Now, Arabidopsis thaliana flower. Let us look at the flower of Arabidopsis thaliana. See, when you look at the flower of Arabidopsis thaliana, you can find the following characteristic feature. The flower of Arabidopsis thaliana consists of four sepals. It consists of four sepals. Sepals are here. These are four sepals. You can look at the floral formula. You will be able to find the four sepals. The four white petals. These are the petals. These are four white petals. Six stamen, two long, two short, and four long. And there are two fused carpels which are there. Okay, there are two carpels which are being fused with regard to each other. Okay, the flowering in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana is not only being influenced by the genes. फ्लॉवरिंग जो एरोडोप्सिस थेलियाना में है वो कई सारे फैक्टर से इन्फ्लुएंस्ड है. सीजन्स, डे लेंथ, प्लांट साइज, वर्नलाइजेशन, वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, कोल्ड ट्रीटमेंट, एंड ऑल ऑफ these environmental factors influences the genetic control of different genes in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana. Similarly, you can find in the case of humans also. See, we have the melanin producing genes, but the expression of melanin producing genes in the case of Homo sapiens will depend upon the environmental conditions in which you are residing. भाई आप कहां पर रह रहे हो, इस बात के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि आपकी बॉडी के जो जीन्स हैं वो किस तरीके से एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं. Similarly, the genes in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana, their expression is dependent upon large number of factors, most importantly seasons, day length, plant size, vernalization, etc. Moving forward, ABC model of flower development, a simple array of combination of genes that leads to the formation of large number of whorls in the case of flower is referred to as ABC model of flower development. ABC model of flower development ये बोलता है कि अलग अलग होम्योटिक जीन्स के प्रोडक्ट्स जब आपस में मिल जाते हैं तो वो अलग अलग तरीके के वर्ल्स को डेवलप करा देते हैं. During the process of embryonic development, the two meristematic cells population, the shoot apical meristem and the root apical meristem, generate all the aerial and underground part of the plant. देखिए एक एपिकल मेरिस्टेम होती है. ये जो एपिकल मेरिस्टेम है, जो पहले बात करें मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू होता है. व्हाट इज मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू? Meristematic tissue is an actively dividing cells or actively dividing tissue which is undifferentiated. Slowly and steadily, this meristematic tissue gets divided into two different types. One is shoot apical meristem and another one is root apical meristem. Shoot apical meristem will lead to formation of all the aerial parts, whereas the root apical meristem will lead to the formation of all the underground part of the plant. The most important thing, a question has been asked. Floral meristem is formed from the division of the shoot apical meristem. फ्लोरल मेरिस्टम का जो फॉर्मेशन होता है वो शूट एपिकल मेरिस्टम से होता है. अब सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि हम ये समझे कि फ्लोरल मेरिस्टम का फॉर्मेशन होता कैसे है. सो आई वुड बी कमिंग टू दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट. This is very important. You would be visualizing the same in our other slides that are going to be in front of you. It was Eliot Mirizowitz and his colleagues who had conducted a series of experiments in order to examine the genetic basis of flower development in Arabidopsis thaliana through mutational studies. Eliot Mirizowitz और इनके colleagues ने कई सारे experiments किए और म्यूटेशनल स्टडीज करके हमें बताया कि कौन कौन सी जीन्स इन्वॉल्व हैं एरोडोप्सिस थेलियाना के अंदर फ्लावर के डेवलपमेंट के लिए. सो होम्योटिक म्यूटेशंस which were carried out in Arabidopsis thaliana were identified similar to the homeotic mutations which were present in Drosophila melanogaster, and based upon these mutations, three groups of genes were identified to encode for floral whorl formation. देखिए होम्योटिक जीन्स क्या होते हैं? Homeotic genes are the genes which are being controlled by homeotic box, and these genes will lead to the formation of a particular organ in the body of an organism. So as we have studied the mutational analysis in the case of Drosophila melanogaster, so similarly mutations are also associated with Arabidopsis thaliana, and these mutations will lead to the formation of different types of gene products. Now, which are the gene products that are going to be produced that you can see in this particular diagram? Gene A is being expressed in the case of sepals. So the formation of sepal is being controlled by gene A. The product of gene A and B are encoding the formation of petals. The product of gene B and C are leading to the formation of stamens, and the carpel or the gynecium is being expressed in the innermost whorl by the gene C. Okay, so looking forward that how the combinations of these genes have lead to the formation of different types of whorls in Arabidopsis thaliana. Arabidopsis thaliana के अंदर कैसे कैसे इनके अलग अलग combinations ने अलग अलग तरीके के whorls को डिजाइन किया है. So please look at this particular diagram. In this diagram, it has been shown to you that the class A genes is not a single gene, but it consists of at least two very well documented genes present within itself. इसके अंदर दो अलग अलग genes होते हैं जिनके बहुत सारे हमें experimental proof मिले हैं. One is referred to as A patella 1. Another one is referred to as A patella 2. A patella 1 and 2 are being expressed in the class A. Class B genes are being expressed in the form of A patella 3 and pistillata, whereas class C gene is referred to as the A gammas gene. Class A gene consists of sepal and petals. Class B gene is leading to the formation of petal and stamen, and class C gene lead to the formation of stamen and carpel. How? You can look for here, forward here. The class A gene individually will lead to the formation of sepal. क्लास ए जीन अकेला ही सेपल बनाने के लिए पर्याप्त है, ये बना सकता है सेपल. क्लास ए और बी जीन के कॉम्बिनेशन से पेटल बनते हैं. क्लास बी एंड सी जीन will lead to the formation of stamen, and class C gene individually is efficient to form the carpel. तो ये आपके चार वो वर्ल्स बन गए यहाँ पर. आपने ये देखा कि क्लास ए के अंदर ए पेटिला 1 ए पेटिला 2 है, क्लास बी के अंदर ए पेटिला 3 है, पिस्टिलेटा है, क्लास सी में ए गैमस जीन्स है. और इन सब जीन्स के आपस में एसोसिएशन होने की वजह से ही एक बेसिक फंडामेंटल फ्लावर का स्ट्रक्चर बनता है. And such type of model to explain the basic flower structure is referred to as ABC model of flower development, as described through mutational studies conducted by Merizowitz and his colleagues on Arabidopsis thaliana. ये वो बेसिक स्टडीज थी जो कराई गई. अब इन स्टडीज के एक्सपेरिमेंटल प्रूफ्स क्या थे, कैसे इन स्टडीज को कराया गया, और कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस एग्जामिनेशन में इनमें से पूछे गए हैं, वो क्वेश्चंस क्या हैं, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू लुक फॉरवर्ड. नाउ वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट एज डिस्क्राइब्ड हियर, द क्लास ए एंड क्लास सी जीन्स. The class A and class C genes activities are mutually antagonistic to each other, while the class B gene product acts synergistically with class A and class B gene to produce petal and stamen. क्लास ए और क्लास सी जीन की एक्टिविटी आपस में एक दूसरे के एंटागोनिस्टिक हैं. आपस में एक दूसरे के एंटागोनिस्टिक हैं, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर मैंने क्लास ए जीन के अंदर म्यूटेशन कर दिया तो क्लास ए जीन की जगह पे क्लास सी जीन एक्सप्रेस हो जाएगा. अगर क्लास सी जीन में म्यूटेशन कर दिया तो उसकी जगह क्लास ए जीन एक्सप्रेस हो जाएगा. सो क्लास ए एंड क्लास सी जीन्स activities are mutually antagonistic to each other, while the class B gene product act synergistically with class A and B gene to produce petal and stamen. It is the class B gene which always acts synergistically to the class A gene. So the synergistic action or the combined efforts of the class A and B gene lead to the formation of petals. And similarly, in the third world, the synergistic action or the combined effect of class B and C gene will lead to the formation of stamen. Okay. Next, Arabidopsis thaliana has the ability to undergo self-fertilization, which means that any recessive mutation that could be present in the germline can be recovered in the immediate progeny. Because a plant can self-fertilize, so we can obtain any type of a mutation that would be present in the progeny. It can also undergo cross-pollination, and it is because of this cross-pollination, several effect of double mutation in homeotic genes. For example, A is absent, C is absent, or ABC3 genes are absent. So those can be studied only with the help of cross-pollination in between two different plants of Arabidopsis thaliana having two different types of mutations, so as to form double mutations in homeotic genes that could be effectively studied. Now, the last and the most important point to explain the Merizowitz experiments was that recent recombinant DNA technology based experiments on the ectopic expression of the homeotic gene under the control of cauliflower mosaic virus has supported ABC model experimentally. अभी जो experiments कराए गए हैं जिनमें ectopic expression of homeotic genes कराया गया है, ये ectopic expression of homeotic genes क्या होता है? होम्योटिक जीन्स यानी कि जीन ए, जीन बी, जीन सी को ओवर एक्सप्रेस कराया गया विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रमोटर्स. जीन ए के जीन्स के आगे स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रमोटर लगाया गया, उनका ओवर एक्सप्रेशन किया गया. देखा गया जब जीन ए ओवर एक्सप्रेस हो जाएगा तब क्या होगा? तब जीन सी सप्रेस्ड हो जाएगा. जब जीन सी ओवर एक्सप्रेस्ड हो जाएगा तो जीन ए सप्रेस्ड हो जाएगा. सो the overexpression of these genes and the corresponding results obtained clearly proved that the class A, B, and C gene are responsible for the occurrence of flowering development in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana. Now, moving forward, see the first set of questions that are in front of you. You can see the first homeotic mutations associated with the A gene. Now, there is mutation associated with the A gene. What is going to happen when the A gene has been mutated? See, this is the normal wild type of Arabidopsis thaliana. ये बिल्कुल wild type Arabidopsis thaliana है. Sepal बना, petal बना, stamen बना, carpel बना. A mutant. A mutant means that the gene A is being completely lost. When A is being completely lost, then C will replace A, leading to the formation of carpel, stamen, stamen, and carpel. So this is the formula that is going to be produced. Carpel, stamen, stamen, carpel. This is class A mutant that is being produced. Again, you can look here in the A patella 2 mutant diagram. Expression of function of homeotic mutant. See, there is no A gene. A gene यहाँ पर absent है क्योंकि A gene है ही नहीं. पूरे के पूरे चारों वर्ल्ड्स के अंदर किसका एक्सप्रेशन हो गया है? सी जीन का. तो देखिए, अगर आपको ऐसा डायग्राम दे दिया जाए और रिवर्स में आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा that according to you which is the type of mutation that has occurred and in the given floral diagram. Okay, this would be the floral diagram. So you can find it out that there are only two colors. That means there are only two worlds which are present, and there is the outermost world that is present. Okay, that means there is the gynoecium which is present, that is the carpel which is present. When carpel is present, and carpel is present towards the outermost side as well as towards the innermost side, okay, this means that the mutation has been occurred in the case of class A genes. Such type of questions have been given in catalyst. Try to solve those questions. You would feel confident how to solve these questions by assuming that one gene became mutant, the other gene overpowers it, and then lead to the formation of different types of floral organs. Next question. Try to attempt the next question. Now, first in this question, when the A gene has become mutant, C gene has taken up its position. So you can find it out that the sepals have been transformed into carpeloid organ. Petals have been made absent and a stamenoid organ is being produced. Stamen and carpel are being produced in normal condition as they were being previously produced. Next. Now, mutation in the class C gene. When the mutation occurs in the class C gene, mutations occurs in the class C gene becomes absent. It is the A gene which is being overexpressed on both the worlds, in all the innermost worlds and the outermost world. So what you get is that class B and class A. So A patella 3 pistillata, A patella 1 and A patella 2 will be expressed, leading to the formation of sepal petal. Again, petal and sepal will be there. Essential whorls will be completely absent. There would be no essential whorl that would be present in such type of flowers, which are being associated with the mutation in the C gene. Okay. Next, this is the same question. Mutations which are being associated with the B gene. A B gene has been mutated. When the B gene has been mutated, the A gene will be expressed in the first and the second world, leading to the formation of sepals, and the C gene being expressed in the third and the fourth world, leading to the formation of carpels. So this is how sepals and carpels are being produced. तो पहले और दूसरे वर्ड में केवल सेपल बनेगा, तीसरे और चौथे वर्ड में केवल कार्पल बनेगा. आगे देखते हैं हम. ABC triple mutants. If all the three genes have been mutated, what will happen? See, if you are going to delete all the three genes, such as A patella 1, A patella 2, pistillata, or A gamma type, which is the class C gene, then there would be a loss of function of the ABC genes. All the three genes will be lost, and this will lead to the formation of all whorls having leaf-like structure. So a flower will be produced that will only have the expression of a particular gene, and that is referred to as leafy gene. It was the leafy gene that has developed itself into the floral genes. ये वही genes था जिसने आगे चल के फ्लावर के सारे वर्ल्स को बनाया था, और यही जीन अपने आप को अभी भी एक्सप्रेस यहां पर कर रहा है. because all other genes have been made absent. Now, the organ identity genes are expressed at the RNA level in different regions. You can find the A gammas gene, referred to as class C genes, expressed in the third and the fourth world. The A patella 3, which is referred to as class B gene, expressed in the second and the third world. Petal and androecium. Similarly, pistillata in the second and the third world, the petal and the androecium. And then the A patella 1 and A patella 2, the class A genes, expressing themselves in the outermost first and the second world, the sepal and the petals. Okay. Moving forward, that how the ectopic expression studies provide support for the ABC model. Now, what is this ectopic expression? I have already told you. Ectopic expression means a type of expression in which you are going to control the level of expression of particular category of genes in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana. For example, class A genes being amplified or class C genes being amplified with the help of strong promoters using cauliflower mosaic virus 35S promoters. So misexpression of the class C genes, that is A gammas, under the control of cauliflower mosaic virus demonstrate that this gene is sufficient to turn off all the class A genes. So what I'm trying to say to you is this: if you are going to overexpress any of the gene, for example, you are going to overexpress the A gene, you put a very strong promoter in front of the A gene, then A gene will of course terminate the activity of all the C genes, and at the place of C gene, all the A genes will be transcribed in the third and the fourth world. Similarly, if you put a promoter in just before the C gene will inhibit the activity of A gene, and all the structures of the third and the fourth world will be produced in the second and the first world. देखिए, अगर ए जीन के आगे आपने प्रोमोटर लगा दिया तो ए जीन सी जीन को रिप्लेस कर जाएगा, अगर सी जीन के आगे स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रोमोटर लगा दिया तो वो ए जीन को रिप्लेस कर जाएगा, और अगर आपने बी जीन के आगे भी स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रोमोटर लगा दिया तो बी जीन का एक्सप्रेशन केवल थर्ड और फोर्थ, केवल सेकंड और थर्ड वर्ल्ड में नहीं होगा, बल्कि फर्स्ट से लेके फोर्थ तक की सभी वर्ल्ड्स में हो जाएगा, लीडिंग टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ पेटल्स एंड स्टेमेन्स ओनली. सो दिस इज पेटल एंड स्टेमेन विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड. केवल पेटल और स्टेमेन बन जाएगा. अच्छा, एक बात बताइए, अब ये जो एक्सप्रेशन हुआ है जिसमें केवल पेटल और स्टेमन बना है, ये किस एबीसी म्यूटेशन से एकदम एग्जैक्टली मैच करता है? यस, यू आर ऑल करेक्ट दैट दिस क्लियरली मैचेस विद द क्लास सी म्यूटेशंस व्हेन द क्लास सी वाज एब्सेंट. जब क्लास सी एब्सेंट था तब आप समझ सकते थे कि किस तरीके से स्ट्रक्चर्स बने थे. So when the class C was absent, then also such type of structures were being produced. But petal, stamen, and stamen will remain as such. Next. Now, SPT and CRC promotes carpal identity independently of A gammas type. Now, there are other genes which have been discovered. And those genes which have been discovered after the mutational studies were referred to as spatulata and crab claw genes. Only after these genes were being discovered, more number of genes were being added to the ABC model of flower development. How these genes were being discovered? See, carpaloid features are present on floral organs of A patella 2, A gammas 1 double mutants, and A patella 2 pistillata and A gammas 1 triple mutants. Even when the triple mutants were being made, then what was expected? It was being expected that the flower will become leaf shaped, but अंडर कंट्रोल्ड एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन. लेकिन जब इसी एक्सपेरिमेंट को बार बार कराया गया, ट्रिपल म्यूटेंट्स बार बार बनाए गए, तो ये सोचा गया था कि फ्लावर लीफी बन जाएगा, लेकिन फ्लावर लीफी नहीं बना. फ्लावर के अंदर अभी भी कार्पेल्स रहे. कार्पेल मींस द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स अभी भी रहे. Now this means that there are certain genes that could lead to carpal development, and those genes were identified to be spatulata and crab claw. Now, how this spatulata and crab claw are going to interact with the other genes, वो हम आगे देखने वाले हैं, वो हम अभी देखेंगे भी. Individual mutation in either spatulata or crab claw shows defect in carpal fusion in the upper part of the organ and a small defect on carpal morphology. So carpal के fusion के लिए SPT and crab claw genes were there. But crab claw double mutant shows a much more severe phenotype with further reduction in carpal fusion, decreased amount of many carpal types, including stigma, style, septum, transmitting tract, and ovules. CRC is a member of YABA gene family that specifies abaxial identity, while SPT encodes BHL transcription factor, that is gene B, helix loop helix transcription factor. So it is going to influence the class B genes as well as their expression that would be taking place. Okay, next point. Now, after this experiment was being done, the discovery of new set of genes, which were referred to as septilata, led to the interconversion of ABC model of flower development into ABCDE model of flower development. जब सेप्टिलेटा जीन का डिस्कवरी हुआ तो उसके बाद में एबीसी मॉडल जो था वो ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड हो गया और एक नया मॉडल बन गया, और जो नया मॉडल बना उसका नाम है ABCDE मॉडल ऑफ फ्लावर डेवलपमेंट. And this is the ABCDE model of flower development. Now, what is this DNE that we have to see? The E gene consists of septilata genes, which consist of SAP1, SAP2, SAP3 genes, SAP4, whereas SAP3 will lead to the formation of the class D genes that will be responsible for the formation of ovule or the egg. The SAP1 and SAP2 are expressed in all the four worlds. अगर आप देखें SAP1 और SAP2 ये चारों ही वर्ल्ड्स में एक्सप्रेस होते हैं, while SAP3 mRNA is detected in world 2, 3 and 4. जबकि SAP3 का जो mRNA है वो वर्ल्ड सेकंड, थर्ड और फोर्थ में ही एक्सप्रेस होता है. अब हमें ये देखना है ये जीन्स बाकी जीन्स को किस तरीके से इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं. That how does the presence of one gene influences the expression of other gene, so that we can understand from this particular diagram. Mutations in one of these three septilata genes do not alter significant floral organ development, but when mutations takes place in all the three genes, produce indeterminate flower consisting of only sepals. जब तीनों में म्यूटेशन हो जाता है तो एक ऐसा फ्लावर बना देते हैं जिसके अंदर केवल और केवल सेपल्स ही होते हैं और कुछ नहीं होता. दैट इज व्हाई सच टाइप ऑफ जीन्स आर रेफर्ड टू एज सेप्टिलेटा जीन्स. ये वाइल्ड टाइप फ्लावर है और ये सेप्टिलेटेड फ्लावर है जिसके अंदर केवल सेपल्स ही प्रेजेंट है. यहां पर मैंने आपको बताया था that the product of genes are causing the expression of one type of floral world at one site and another type of floral world at another site. एक साइट पे एक तरीके के फ्लोरल वर्ल्ड बन रहे हैं और दूसरी साइड पे दूसरे तरीके के फ्लोरल वर्ल्ड्स बन रहे हैं, और ये सारे अलग अलग तरीके के फ्लोरल वर्ल्ड इसलिए बन पा रहे हैं क्योंकि अलग अलग जीन्स का एक्सप्रेशन हो रहा है जिनका एक्सप्रेशन ट्रांसक्रिप्शन फैक्टर रेगुलेट कर रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द apatilla 3 pistillata, apatilla 1 and septillata are involved in the transcription of petal gene. Carpel is being formed by agamous septillata genes. The stamen are being produced by septillata, pistillata, agamous and apatilla 3, and sepal is being produced by the apatilla 1 gene transcriptional products. अब ये जीन किस डीएनए से इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, इन जीन के प्रोडक्ट किस डीएनए से इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, कैसे ट्रांसक्रिप्शन होता है अलग अलग जीन्स का, वो हमें देखना है. तो देखिए मैट्स डोमेन प्रोटीन कॉम्प्लेक्स क्या होता है. Now, what is this MATS domain and how does this MATS domain act? The first question of Catalyst. MATS domain protein complex. The MATS domain protein complex is present in all the class A, B, C, E genes except the A patella 2 gene, which codes for members of the MATS domain family by dimeric transcription factors. All the genes coding for the development of the flower, in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana, कंसिस्ट ऑफ मैट्स डोमेन. इन सबके पास में एक डोमेन है जिसका नाम है मैट्स डोमेन. मैट्स का मतलब क्या होता है? मैट्स का मतलब होता है एमसीएम प्रोटीन. ये मिनी क्रोमोसोमल मेंटेनेंस प्रोटीन है, रेप्लिकेशन में काम आती है यीस्ट की. एजी स्टैंड्स फॉर एगेम एराडोप्सिस थेलियाना. डेफिशिएंस स्टैंड्स फॉर एंथीरियम मेजस. एंथीरियम मेजस के अंदर डेफिशिएंस जीन डिस्कवर किया गया था और एस एफ आर जीन जो था वो ह्यूमंस के अंदर था. मैट्स डोमेन इन प्रोटीन के अंदर पाए जाने वाला वो स्ट्रक्चर है जो इन प्रोटीन्स को डीएनए के साथ में एसोसिएट करा देती है. और डीएनए के साथ में एसोसिएट होने के बाद में ये प्रोटीन डीएनए का ट्रांसक्रिप्शन करती हैं. नाउ सी, as I was telling you, that there is a domain which is essentially required for the protein complexes to be made, and that domain is called as the MATS domain. Okay, all the class A, B, C, D, E except the AP2, Apatilla 2, codes for members of the MATS family of dimeric transcription factors. Now, MATS consist of the MCM1 gene from Arabidopsis thaliana, that MCM1 gene from Saccharomyces cerevisiae, a gamma gene from Arabidopsis thaliana, deficiency gene from Snapdragon, and SRF gene from the Homo sapiens. So all these proteins, their individual letters have been taken in order to name a domain which is present commonly in between them, that is called as MATS domain. This domain will allow the proteins to interact with the DNA and will lead to the change in the expression of the DNA. ये देखिए ये जो प्रोटीन्स हैं ये डीएनए से बाइंड करेंगी और डीएनए के एक्सप्रेशन को चेंज कर देंगी. कैसे? देखिए यही मैं बता रहा हूँ. यहाँ पर देखिए ये प्रोटीन्स जो हैं ये बाइंड कर रही हैं और डीएनए के आगे के एक्सप्रेशन को जो चेंज कर रही हैं ताकि सेपल बने एक जगह पे, पेटल बने एक जगह पे, एंड्रोशियम और एक जगह पे गाइनोशियम. द चेंजेस is being brought about not only by the binding of these proteins but the association of these proteins with a box which is referred to as MATS box. Along with the MATS box, there are intervening regions in helps in the dimerization of products. There are K protein interactions or coiled structure. The protein will lead to the formation of two coiled structure, stabilizing the dimeric structure produced. जो डाइमेरिक स्ट्रक्चर प्रोड्यूस होगा उसे स्टेबलाइज करने के लिए कॉइल्ड स्ट्रक्चर बन जाएगा. और जो लास्ट स्ट्रक्चर है उसे हम कार्बोक्सी टर्मिनल डोमेन स्ट्रक्चर बोलते हैं, जिसे हम सी टर्मिनल डोमेन स्ट्रक्चर बोल रहे हैं. और ये अल्टीमेटली आपके स्ट्रक्चर को बना देगा. नेक्स्ट, early studies showed that although all the class A, B, and C MATS domain protein could interact with each other, only certain combinations could bind DNA in vitro. Although several different types of individual class A gene MATS can have the ability to interact with each other, but only certain will be able to bind to DNA in vitro. मतलब क्या है? कोई भी मैट्स प्रोटीन का कॉम्प्लेक्स किसी के साथ में भी बाइंड नहीं कर सकता है रिस्पेक्टिवली. मतलब क्या कहना चाह रहा हूं, ये एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट बात का प्रूफ है. ये इस बात का प्रूफ है ए पैटिला 1 और सेप्टिलेटा ही आपस में इंटरेक्ट करेंगे. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि ए पैटिला 1 है और वो ए गैमस के साथ में इंटरेक्ट कर जाए और कुछ और प्रोटीन कॉम्प्लेक्स बना ले. यानी कि कॉम्प्लेक्सेस का फॉर्मेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू द जीन्स विच आर प्रेजेंट इन डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड्स ही होता है. हर एक वर्ल्ड में जो जीन प्रेजेंट है उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही कॉम्प्लेक्सेस का फॉर्मेशन होगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी जीन किसी के साथ में भी कॉम्प्लेक्स बना लेगा. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज सच टाइप of complex formation is not possible. Else what will happen? The floral identity genes identity will be lost. Otherwise floral identity genes की खुद की आइडेंटिटी लॉस्ट हो जाएगी और वो लॉस्ट नहीं होनी चाहिए। इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि कुछ ही जीन्स जो हैं वो आपस में इंटरेक्ट करें और एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट को बनाएं। अब आप यहाँ पर समझ सकते हैं that these genes are all transcription factor. They are products apatilla 1, apatilla 2, pistillata, or the septillata genes and other. They are all transcription factors. The process of binding of these transcription factors to specific sequences present on the promoter is being mediated by MATS. ये जो मैट्स प्रोटीन कॉम्प्लेक्स होता है ना बेटा, यही बाइंड कराता है इन सारे ट्रांसक्रिप्शन फैक्टर्स को। किसके ऊपर? किसके ऊपर बाइंड कराता है? ट्रांसक्रिप्शन फैक्टर्स को टू द डीएनए मॉलिक्यूल, एंड दैट डीएनए मॉलिक्यूल इज रेफर्ड टू एज having the sequence called as CARG sequences which are present. So this is the sequence that is going to be present called as CARG sequences. Okay, so this is the sequence that we are going to obtain, and they will lead to the transcription of large number of genes. So see this, the targeted genes have been methylated, hypermethylated, leading to their transcription. Okay, sorry. Moving forward, the Quarter model proposed that distinct complexes of the four MADS protein functions in each of the four world. Now, the most latest model which has been given to explain the floral development in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana, अभी क्या है कि एक नया मॉडल दिया गया और उस मॉडल ने ये बोला है, उस मॉडल का नाम है क्वार्टरेट मॉडल। ये क्वार्टरेट मॉडल ये बोलता है कि आपस में ए बी सी डी ई जीन्स आपस में इंटरेक्ट करते हैं। उन्हें स्टेबलाइज बनाने के लिए आई के और सी डोमेन्स हैं। सी डोमेन ट्रांसक्रिप्शन एक्टिवेशन डोमेन है और इन सबको लोड कराने में एमएडीएस डोमेन प्रोटीन फंक्शन करता है। So the loading is being catalyzed by MADS proteins over a CA rich sequence, and then only the transcription of a specific gene is going to take place. और इसके बाद में ही जीन्स का स्पेसिफिक ट्रांसक्रिप्शन हो पाता है। तो ये अभी हमें देखना है कि ये जीन्स का स्पेसिफिक ट्रांसक्रिप्शन कैसे कर देते हैं। Now regulation of floral organ development with the help of another genes that is referred to as the leafy gene. अब ये लीफी जीन क्या करेगा? Leafy gene will encode a novel plant-specific DNA binding protein that can bind in vitro to the promoter of several floral organ genes. ये ऐसे जीन्स को कंट्रोल करेगा जो फ्लावर को अंदर अलग अलग ऑर्गन्स को बनाएंगे। तो कल के लेक्चर में हम लोग देखेंगे लीफी जीन्स के बारे में और लीफी जीन्स के साथ में यूएफओ, वुस जीन, एगेमस जीन के बारे में, and then about the vernalization, and we will be finishing this particular lecture about Arabidopsis thaliana. So this is what we would be looking forward. Kindly wait till tomorrow and we would be finishing this particular topic tomorrow at the same time. We would be meeting at 8:30. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Any doubt? If you have, you can ask me.